What's up guys, Quarter Hoarder here. I'm out in the woods today. It's a beautiful day. It's February, but it's like 65 degrees or something like that. So I'm out in the woods, I'm gonna see what I can find. First dig of the day, just got this old padlock. That's a heck of a start. People ask me why I look around a lot, because you're in the woods, you don't know if someone's gonna sneak up on you or not, or an animal or whatnot. Awesome padlock. I'll clean it up later and see how old it is, I'm not sure yet. It sounded pretty decent, the loop sounded good. You know, it was obviously iron, but hey, it happens. So, all right guys, we'll be back on the next digs and hopefully find some good stuff today. Be back. Here's a weird find, guys. I pulled this thing out of the ground and I saw it had this little screw on it. I undid it a little bit with my leash and all these little pieces seem to want to spin. I don't know what the heck this is. This is an old something or other. I don't know. But they all spin and there's a boatload of them. It's a weird little piece there. You can see it's still shiny on the inside. It's been sitting in the ground for so long. So, I don't know. Some sort of weird thingamajigger bobber. I don't know. Cool find though. I'll take it, put it in the bag. Hopefully someone will know what it is. Keep going. Alright guys, a great find here. Let me get my glove off. This is about maybe 5 inches down. I thought it was a button because it seemed kind of bulbous, but it's just dirt. But I turned it over. It's a buffalo nickel. Well, I got one about a week ago. But you can see the buffalo on there. The date would be on this side, but it is just caked. See how thick it is? I can't even get it off. I'm gonna have to give it a good rubbing later and see. But awesome, first coin I got. I'll try to get a date off of it. Super happy with that. Here's a weird piece I just found. It was coming up in the 60s. I wasn't sure what it was going to be. This side is glass, and it looks like it's cracked a few places. And this side has that little hinge, like it's some sort of a, like it would hang. And this side, like I said, is all glass. I don't know what the heck that could be. Came up in the 60s, 68 to 70. Some sort of a pin, but that's weird. There'd be glass on this side. So I don't know. I'll clean it up later and see if there's any markings on it. But interesting little doodad there. So, all right, let's keep on rolling. I just pulled out this hem weight. When I first saw it, I saw the diameter of it in the ground. I thought it was going to be a large cent. But nope, it's a hem weight. There was something here. I just don't know what yet. This is a weird signal. It was coming up in the low 70s, but it sounded really good. And I came down, I got a piece of it here, and I could see it's some sort of silver. I saw the little ring. It's going to be a charm or an earring or something. It's still in these weeds. Here it is. See the charm. Maybe it's a cherub or something. Let me spray this down. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm in the shade. I cleaned it off, and yeah, look at that. That is looks like a monster to me. If that's a baby, that's an ugly baby. It looks like he's wearing like a Jason Voorhees mask or something. But look in his hand. It's holding. Is that a bottle? That's an ugly bit. I think he's wearing a diaper. I think it's wearing a diaper. What an ugly face. Here's the back. I did see on the back. See if it'll focus. 925. I mean, it's small. sterling this big is probably only worth about, I don't know, $1. But that's still pretty cool. I thought all babies were beautiful. I guess not. Here's a good find, just pulled out of the hole. This, I think it might be a good find. I think it's a big old button. I can see it looks like on the back a shank. And look at that cool design on the front. It's big, if you can see in my hand, it's bigger than an Eisenhower dollar. I think it might be a button, I don't know. I'll have to clean this off later and see. But a super cool, dandy size button. If that's what it is or not yet, I don't know. But I'll clean it up and show it at the end. That's a super cool find. Really loud, 79.80 it was coming up. So super cool. Let's keep on digging. All right, I had a good one here, guys. Hopefully you can hear it. I'll put my headphones out. It's coming up a 73. Right here, we're gonna dig it live. It says it's 4 inches down. I'll try to do it with this new camera mount I have because one hand is not easy to do. It's a coin. It's a coin, and it looks like an Indian head penny, I think. Yes, there it is. It's a beautiful Indian head penny. You can see the headdress on there. I don't know if the sun is bothering you guys, but that's what it is. Let me see, can you see a date? Let's see if I can hold it up. I can't see it in the camera looking at it in this angle. Looks like it's 1883. And that is a good one. You know, I don't really consider myself a coin shooter, but I'm certainly not going to turn down some old Indians back in these woods. Like I said, it goes on for quite a while. There's old cellars all throughout here. Sometimes you just see a few blocks in the ground. Sometimes you'll just see a depression. You just take your time and start digging. Awesome find. Let's keep on rolling. Just got another coin. This one was really deep for this coil. About 6 inches down. I squeezed it in my hand to get the camera out. I hope it, oh, there it is. There it is. And this one being this deep, I'm going to assume it's also an Indian. Yep, it sure is. I can see the headdress on this one too. I don't know if you guys can pick it up. It is right side up right there. And I'm always hoping for an 1870s date. And up, I didn't have it right side up. It's hard to tell. There we go. Once the sun starts hitting it for a couple seconds. Well, this one's going to be too dirty. But I will, I'll clean it up and I'll show it at the end. I'm not going to be able to get a date off it right now. So another Indian. Oh, the back is rough. Awesome. It was hard to hear. A lot of trash in this area, but plucked it out. I'll take it. Let's keep rolling. I got a deep squeaky signal here. I just pulled it out of the ground and I think this is, I don't know, is this a thimble? Maybe not a thimble. It's got a cool design to it. thought it was a thimble at first, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know, but it's definitely got a design pattern to it. I don't know, I'll clean it up and I'll show it at the end. Alright, let's keep on digging. It's a cool find though. Alright, I got a really good signal here. I'm going to let you hear it. I'm by this tree again. And I'm coming along, and where do you hear it? There it is. See if I can get out over into the shade. It's about 6 inches down or so. It might be a little off the ground, so I can't look at the phone and the thing. That sounds really good. I mean, I'm way back in the woods. I'm by this tree. I think I'm going to dig this live because this sounds interesting. I'm going to mark it with my shovel. Right in front of my shovel there. Let me put the camera up and I'm going to dig this live. Hang on. I had to go get a jacket on. It got cold. It was a nice warm day, but it suddenly got cold. So that's what happens. See how soft the ground is here. You guys have seen it before where I come out to these woods. It's very soft soil. Oh, it's a silver coin. I thought it was going to be a copper coin. Oh, it's a beautiful barber dime. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, I'm going to clean it up. But that is a higher tone than I thought. I got something else, hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh man, it's an Indian. Oh, look at that one. That's got some cool color on it. I can't get a date off of it yet. Hold on. I'll just make sure that that's everything. That's what I'm saying. You never know. Sometimes you'll hear a weird signal and you got to just stop and investigate. All right. All right, that's all I hear. Oh, wait. Oh, it's another one. This one's dirty. It's another Indian. Holy cow. Oh, I'll have to show you them all at the end when they're cleaned up. I can't see the camera. Now I got to recheck it with the detector. I'm going to get and recheck this with the detector. I don't want to make this whole giant and have a super long clip here. Let me recheck it and I'll be back if there's anything else, guys. But wow, this is going to be cool. I just got this must be my 50th of these Model T coil points. It's from an old Ford Model T, part of the ignition system, the starting system. This was pretty deep. It was about maybe 5 or 6 inches down. I'm going to run over it. Of course, it's not going to sound the same as it did in the hole, but actually sounded worse. When it was in the hole, it was coming up in the high 60s. Now it's even bouncing up into the 70s. But, you know, it was 6-7 inches down. I've got a bunch of these before. A lot of them will say Ford right on the coil point. I've never dug one that said Ford. Might actually be a bucket lister for me. But hey, I'll take it. Interesting find. Yeah, like I said, I came out here, and I don't know if it was 65, but it was warm. And I've been out here for about maybe 4 hours or so, and it slowly started getting colder, And you know, now there's clouds overhead. I have to go back to the car and get a jacket. Crazy February weather. But awesome find there. If you guys never dug one, Ford Model T coil point, look it up. That's a cool find. You know there's activity around here. I love that kind of stuff. All right, let's keep on digging. I gotta leave soon. Be back. Holy cow, look at this big thing. This is solid iron. It's really heavy. You can see it's got this strange relief front on it. It sounded terrible, but it was shallow and I wanted to dig it. There is a marking on the back. SR27. I think it's like a door to maybe an old furnace or something like that. Part of maybe a stove. It is super heavy. This thing probably weighs 6 pounds. So I'm going to lean it against a tree and hopefully not forget to take it with me, because you got to take your garbage even if it's really heavy and you don't feel like carrying it. It's part of the deal. But cool find. All right, here's an interesting find, guys. I found this big piece to a stove. Big rounded part to a stove. There was more signals in the hole. They sounded like iron, but I wanted to see what they were. So the next thing I got was this middle insert, which of course fits in the stove. And then of course you keep digging, and I got the little guy, which also goes in right there. So I got all 3 parts to this old Potbelly stove. I just thought it was pretty cool. Iron junk. But imagine the history of this. This is probably this family's one of their largest purchases. This old Potbelly stove. Trying to get it here would have been an ordeal on its own. So pretty cool. I'm going to lean against a tree and hopefully I don't forget to take it out of here. It's too heavy to carry on my bag. Let's keep looking. Here's another good find. Man, who doesn't love finding spoons and forks? It's hard to date them. This one is not anything good at all. It's really bad shape. I may never be able to clean this sucker. Sometimes you get some that are, really nice. Sometimes you get some pewter ones or a silver one. This one is a really bad iron one. I don't know. But look at that. That's in bad shape. But still pretty cool. Like I said, you never know what you're going to find out in the woods, old home sites like this. Maybe I'll find a marking underneath, but I will take it. Awesome spoon for the kittle. Let's keep on going. All right, and here's my finds, guys. I was out there about 5 hours. I did have a lot of trash, which I'm not going to show. These are the finds that were at least interesting enough to merit the wrap-up table. You know how this works when I do it. This is just a pipe, but what was interesting about it, when it was in the ground, I sort of saw that, and I thought it was a gun barrel, and obviously it's a pipe. So, heartbreaker, but funny story, so I show it. Some sort of an old spike, big heavy sucker, all iron. Some cutlery. I got 2 forks. This one that's headless. And then this really bad iron spoon, all stainless, nothing precious with those. 1 bottle, it's a screw top. It does say Whitehall on it, some sort of a medicine bottle. Sometimes you're digging a hole, bottles pop up, and you got to take them home. Oh my goodness, tons and tons of shotgun shells. The pull tabs of the woods, as I always say, probably had 30 of them. I just throw a pile up so you kind of see they look like big ones, little ones, flat ones, round ones. I don't have any square ones. Double-headed wrench. This one was a deep sucker. This looks like a knob, maybe off of an oven or something like that. Hard to say. And this may have even gone with it. It's got like a plasticky resin on this side. And then that little piece almost looks like a thermostat, but who knows. The Ford Model T coil point, which is off the old car ignition system. It's a bicycle reflector. This piece that I thought when I got it was a thimble, but it's some sort of a filter. Sometimes you see what you want to see in the field, and then when reality sets in, you're disappointed. But it's some sort of filter. This is junk, but for a second I thought it was a copper ring when I dug it. Back in the old times, they did use copper rings. Not everybody had money to buy, precious metals. Some sort of a cuff button. You can see that raised relief on the top. If I clean it up, there could be something there. I don't know. Really terrible pocket knife. You can see it was wood. The wood's almost all gone. Pocket knives are awesome to find, but this is in terrible shape. 1 rusty padlock. Took a standard key. You can see it was tied to something up there. It's totally rusted over. I might put electrolysis on this and the wrench, just because I like to clean things like that up. Hem weight, of course, if you haven't seen these are lead. They would tie them to women's dresses to hold the fabric taut. This that I said was a button like 100 times, it's clearly not. You can see it's got these arrows around it. On the back it has like this gear. I thought it might have went to the stove, but if you look at the numbers around the outside, like this one says 1,000, and this one says 875. I mean, my wife does most of the cooking, but I don't believe our stove goes to 1,000, so I don't know what the heck this is to. But an interesting piece there. Thought it was a button, but who knows. This is fascinating to me. What the heck is this thing, guys? It's got all these little things, and they all move. Each one spins. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what the heck this is. I don't know. if it goes to like, I don't even have a guess. I don't even have a guess. I wanted to say to like breaks. I don't know why I even say that, but if anybody knows, that is my mystery piece. I'd love to find out what that is. And then my coins, I got 4 wheat pennies. I think 1 or 2 are from the teens. I forget. I got 1 buffalo nickel, and this is like two hunts in a row where I got a buffalo nickel. I very rarely get buffalo nickels, so that's cool. I got 4 Indian pennies. 2 of them are part of the spill. There's an 07. That's in really nice shape. 2 of them are 1883. I think both of these guys. And then this one with those weird colors on it, 1887. That was part of the spill. Super cool there. I love finding Indians, and I get a lot of them back in those woods. I got this, which is that crazy ugly baby with the bottle in his hand and the diaper. It's some sort of a charm. You can see how it was broken. I guess that's how they lost it. On the back, it does say really small, 925, so it's sterling. I have no idea what the heck that could be. That looks like it's more modern. Maybe a hunter that carries an ugly baby dropped it. And that's upside down, but that's my Barber dime, 1910. That's in really good shape also. That's unbelievable. No mint mark on that, but I found that in the spill with the 2 Indians, so awesome hunt there. Really excited to have it. And like you said, guys, those are my woods hunts. I love the variety of finds. Really happy to be out there. And those are my finds, guys, but man, I love digging in the woods. The variety of things you can find in those old home sites is just incredible. But with that being said, the weather's starting to break. When it gets warm, it becomes a new metal detecting season. I can start knocking on the doors again. I meet new people, new homeowners. I'm excited about what's coming up. I'm gonna miss the woods, but I'm ready for the new season. We'll see how that goes. If anybody out there ever looks at my Facebook page for whatever reason, you might have saw I just did something really incredible a few days ago. Myself, the Nibbler, another YouTuber who I can't talk about right yet, we did this amazing thing that just transcends the hobby. I was so excited to do it, and I had a great time. Hopefully next week I can get a video for that out there. Wait till you see it, guys. One of the best moments I've had in this hobby. But hey, otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting. If you do hunt, I hope you find some amazing things. And best of luck, guys. Later.